push bike with a sugar bag tied to its handlebars was leaning against the pub they call the Star. Inside I saw its owner, a tall and thin old man, sitting on a stool beside the bar. I don't know why I asked him if he'd join me in a beer, but he looked at me and a smile lit up his face. Oh, I only have the two, he said, for I have to ride my bike, but on this occasion three's not out of place. He said, I've been here thinking just how much we learn in life. We have to learn to crawl before we walk. We start our learning on the very day that we are born. Before too long we have to learn to talk. And later on we go to school, we learn to read and write. We also have to learn the rule of three. Then comes the time we go to work, we have to learn our job, and on this depends what our future life will be. Then later on we have to learn of what the good book says is true, when we reach our span of 70 years in 10. It's then we learn the one last thing that there is left to learn. If there's another life than this weary world of men. He said goodbye and thank you for the drink and for the talk. I watched him mount his bike and ride away. I made myself a promise I'd be here next week to listen to the things that he might say. Then came the day that I went there to the Tambo Star Hotel, but his push bike wasn't leaning by the wall. Another man was sitting on the stool where he had sat, and I felt my happy spirits kind of fall. I asked the man behind the bar if the old chap had been in, and was saddened by the words he had to say. No, he said, he's not been in and he'll never be again. Our old mate's gone, he was buried yesterday. I took my glass in silence and looked out along the road, where just last week I'd watched him ride away. Oh, I knew he learned the one last thing he said was left to learn, the secret of that other life he knows today.